Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad, Peep Squad. Hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video, be the first one to comment, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 12, episode 6. It's going down, baby. I was like, Kenya Moore, she came in there and she tried to wreck and destroy Marlo's party. I was like, OMG, Kenya Moore came to win. She came to play. I was like, damn, but that is wrong and low down too as well. I would be sending Kenya Moore a bill for me renting that space and you coming in giving away your product, basically taking that attention away from my products. There's a problem. If you wanted to come and do business together, we could have did business together, baby. Hey, Miss Lakers, how you doing? Hey, love, what's going on? I hope you're doing good. I was just like, OMG, what is going on with that situation? And then Porsha, kept throwing NeNe under the bus, talking about, oh, she was your friend, she would have stayed. I was like, NeNe said that if she would have stayed, she would have took care of Kenya and that band. And we already know all the ladies can talk a game, but we done seen or we done heard what NeNe Leakes can do when it comes down to being physical because of what she did to the security guards, with the production people and and the cameraman, what she did to them at Closet Gate. Come on, she's about that life. She left, but maybe I don't know if she cared if it was about her or not. I just that she didn't want to see Kenya Moore getting that shine, and then also down in Marlo at the same time, and nobody at the party really having Marlo back, basically telling Kenya Moore that she's wrong. Everybody hovered around Kenya Moore and just left Marlo hanging. I was like, I was like, it's a mess. Yes, it was a lot of shade tonight. Oh, yes, it was. IDC. Hey, what's up? What's going on? I was just like, whoa. And then Todd, we learned about Todd. He ain't emotional like he's supposed to be with his daughter. It seems like he's all good with Ace because that's his biological with Kandi. And it seems like Ace is already spoiled. He don't even want to spoil his daughter. He don't really talk to his daughter. He's unemotionally. He's not affectionate at all to his daughter. It's like he feels like Todd wants his daughter to go away. He wants Kayla to go bye-bye. I'm like, yo, what's up, Sharon Young? What's going on with you? It was wrong, but it was funny. Notice NeNe took her products. I know. NeNe was laughing too. It was funny though. It was funny, but it was all messed up. Cause I hope Bravo paid for that event that Marlo had and then on top of that, Kandi was shading the event. She was like, I would think this place would be more spruced up, more fabulous. Look at this place. I was like, NeNe is not a friend to anyone's facts. I don't know. I can't agree with that. They all do what they do. I don't really think nobody's really like close girlfriends like that or down like that. You know what I mean? They just doing a show together. Every now and then they chill, take pictures together. But like ride or die, like Porsha and Shamia, I believe that they are friends, even though they have their back and forths and stuff like that. So, but they all do stuff to one another that be shady as a mother sucker. And Marlo was talking about, oh, that's why, you mad because Mark ain't paying child support. Your baby ain't even a year old and he's gone. I was like, oh, Marlo, you went there, baby. I was like, what's going on with that situation? So let's just talk about the episode. I was like, but NeNe Leakes came in with that dress, that blue dress she had on. Fire. She came in there looking like money and she almost ran over Yovana and she called Yovana a drunk at the same damn time. I was like, yo. So I have on Liz's jewels. This is the necklace of Liz's jewels. The necklace, the earrings you can barely see, It is what it is. Liz's jewels. Check out her jewelry. She got what you need. She got what you want. She got what you like, baby. So let's move on. I was like, they were doing the most. I was just like, oh man. And Marlo wigs, they look all right, but Cynthia was shading Marlo's wigs. Eva was shading Marlo's wigs, basically. Like, anything that you should be selling is not wigs. I mean, they were shading like it was nobody's business. Miss Laker. I thought that was sad because I was my daddy's daughter. That's what I thought too as well. Like, you the baby girl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to spoil you. You're going to get a man that's even better than me. You can come to me for advice. You can come there and be there with me. You are definitely right, Miss Laker. I lost 50. He was 90 from cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Cancer, so I felt sorry for her. I know I felt sorry for her too as well. And you can tell like she doesn't have the same maintenance that everybody else around her, like Todd, Kandi, and Kandi's daughter, and also Ace. She doesn't have the same maintenance, the same keeper, but I guess she's living rent free. She don't gotta pay rent, and I guess Todd is like, that's good enough. He was like, I can't wait to see you go to New York and do your thing. That's why I said NeNe is not a friend to anyone. She's fake. I like Porsha. So moving on from that situation, I like all the ladies. All the ladies give me something. They do something, make me smile, make me laugh, make me upset, or I'll call them out. But all together, all in all, I like all the ladies on the show. And they do something that I be like, oh, hold up. But as far as like personal, it's nothing. I think like this is like this show, Married to Medicine, is like, the show that I can watch where I actually genuinely like the whole cast. Even though people do certain things, there's some shows that I watch and there be some people I be like, oh, Lord, get me, Jesus. The devil is a liar. Hey, what's up? Thank you so much. So moving on, let's get to Sporty Story. So they basically, the production is over here messing with Porsha, talking about, did you get your snap back because you wanted to get back with Dennis because of all this scandal and everything he had going on? I was like, production, you all shady for that, because Porsha was in the doctor's office with Tanya putting the machine on her belly. I was like, damn, that machine look fire. I wonder if we got a place like that down here. Like basically it's like you doing the push-ups. Hey Tia, hey, what's up? What's going on, sister? How you doing? Miss Laker Kandi wait to do for her, but she waits between them. Yeah, because she can't really get into the middle of it because that is Todd's biological daughter, and Kandi has some fears too as well because the baby that was brought into this world by the surrogate is a girl too as well. So I guess she's wondering how Todd is going to treat the daughter. She ain't too happy with Todd because he went out partying when the baby came home. This season been okay so far. It's been like, oh, thank you so much, Tia. Before I was setting up my equipment to record, I was like, there's something missing from this season. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's not NeNe filming with the rest of the people, or it just seemed like there's something that's missing, something that's not there. Like, I don't know if it's because we don't see any of the husbands, we don't see Peter, but we didn't see Peter really that much last season. It seems like something is missing, that something's off. I don't know. It just seems like something is missing. I was like, I wonder what it is. What is missing from this season? Because, like, we had the fire boom boom with Eva, Kenya Moore and her, relationship with Mark came out boom boom. But it just seems like something is not complete. Like, something is missing from the situation. We got Porsha and her. I don't know if it's because everything that's on this season already came out before the season even started. They got to do I think they should just be filming and showing us at the same damn time. Like, once they film one episode, they be out there filming, and then boom, we watch it, they watch it, and then do it over like that, because something is definitely missing. I don't know what it is, but they was like, production was trying to get at Porsha, talking about, you trying to get your snap back because it's Disney. She goes, no, I wouldn't do that for no man. Porsha, we know damn well you was like, oh, you want to be out here cheating? Watch me get it back. You think I'm gonna be barefoot and pregnant, laying up in the house, overweight? I'm gonna get it back. And she got it back. She got her snap back, and she's looking good, baby. And it is. I was like, okay. And we got Tanya and Porsha. They're having a good time at the doctor's office or whatever place that they are, and they're thinking about going to Trinidad, going to the Caribbean festival. They're having a good time, and all the ladies are invited. Seems like they're having fun. Tanya came out all dressed up, dancing and moving around. I was like, go, Tanya. Tanya's light too, but there's still something missing. I think it almost seems like it's a distance this season. Miss Laker, Marlo used to give shade, so she's getting what she gives out. Oh yeah, she gives shade, but she really came to an event and tore up her event and took away all the attention. Now Kenya Moore would have flipped out. If you paid for an event, you paid these people to be there. Hopefully Bravo paid for all that and didn't come out of nobody's pocket. I would have been sending you a check, baby. You gonna cover some of these courses because you came here to promote. Tanya and Porsha, they were having fun. They was having a good time, so that was fun to see that too. I don't know if it's because all the ladies are in motherhood motherhood and something's missing from that. And, you know, they're not with the, you know, Kenya Moore's not really with Mark, and Porsha right now is not really with Dennis. So I guess it's something that is missing too. So they was in there doing a damn thing. I was like, yeah, Caribbean. I thought Marlo event would look better than what she's so fashion. I know, that's the same thing that what's her name? Kandi said. She was like, I thought this place would be more fashionable. You know, Kandi was a mess. And when she said what she said, and then we have Todd's daughter, and basically she's letting her father know that he's not emotional. You know, he doesn't show affection. The only time he shows affection is when he's mad or when he's upset and he has a problem, he has a gripe with her or anybody else. And, you know, Kandi actually co-signed the situation, so we're probably getting to see where, you know, Kandi's daughter, you know, she said some things about Todd. And it's probably like, you know, Todd is probably not the best person to be around, whatever way that he grew up. You know, you think he'll be so more affectionate and more loving and more protecting of his daughter, wanted to make sure all her hopes and dreams come true. He's talking about, she got to do this, she got to do that. Boy, you got the revenue, you got the money, you got everything to make sure her future could be set up the right type of way and she can get a helping start. A lot of people would love a helping hand, especially from their family. That's what we call generational wealth. You see what Kandi's doing for her daughter? She's out there interning in New York and staying in a condo for $5,500 a month. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Todd, do something. Excuse me. Kandi felt so bad. Like, Kandi was like, my hands are tied. And Kandi's actually, Todd, help your daughter, invest in her. Amen, Tia. Like, do something. Help that girl. For real. Sorry for coughing, my peeps, my people. I don't know where that came from with my allergies. So, and basically, you know, Kayla's just saying that, you know, she's moving to New York to help her with her dreams. You think Todd would be more invested? Well, he was like, oh, I think it's a good idea. You can go around and look and you can see he ain't trying to set up nothing. He ain't trying to do nothing for her. And then, you know, I ain't even trying to talk about like the maintenance of her and compared to the maintenance of the house that she's living in. Her physical maintenance is like, you know, it's like she's wearing hand-me-downs and she's going to the store and buying her own gel and doing her own hair. And like, damn. Todd, isn't your daughter a representation of you? And she's actually crying out for her father to show her some love and be there for her. And like, she was like, you don't call me or whatever. Like, Todd, it's okay for you to take your daughter to a strip club, but you can't show her affection. You can't show her love. You can't be supportive of her. You want to be hardcore on her. Like, come on, like, miss me with that. This is 2019. You're supposed to have your daughter back all the way. You're supposed to be her confidant. You are her father and you in her life and you living and you sane. And it don't seem like you even care. It seems like you done really moved on with your family. And I bet you Kayla's there only because of Kandi. I bet you. I know it was messy and it was sad too. You know, because, you know, she was saying that, oh, you're proud of me because she's, you know, taking a big step to move to New York. He's proud of her because she's getting the hell out of Kandi's house or their house or whatever the case is. And she was like, oh, I'm surprised because you never show me any emotion. And then, you know, and it seems like Todd, it was really upset with that. Like, if Todd could have jumped up and yelled and pointed his finger in her face, he would have, because he didn't take that shit into heart. He didn't take that into heart like, oh my God, my baby's crying out for help. He was like, you sitting there embarrassing me on national TV. How come you couldn't say this another time? What do you think? You living in this house? You living in a lap of luxury? How's your mama living? You know, he was not feeling his daughter. And you know, Kandi agreed with her too as well that, you know, he doesn't compromise, you know, and he doesn't share his emotion and he's not affectionate unless there is a problem. And Kandi totally agreed with her. And Kandi said that she wanted to help her, but, you know, she's stuck. And that's a hard place to be in when you're in a relationship with someone and you married to them, because she's married, and you see the way that they're treating their children. You think it's overly harsh and brutal. Like, you want to step in, you want to, like, you know what, I can throw you a couple of G's. I can throw you this, I can throw you that. It's all good. How can I help you? Or whatever. Because you in love with their parents, so you want to make sure that their, you know, their seed is all right. And that's what Kandi's at. Kandi's always been like that. Anybody she ever dated that had kids, she made sure that she was, you know, she was throwing that cheddar at their kids or whatever. You see what she did with Gerald Levert's father. She kept in contact with him. She invited him to the play to do the show. Like, she, you know, she keeping him, you know, on deck to let him know, because that's the type of person that she is or whatever. You know, money ain't a thing to her. Right. That woman was died, and yeah, her grandmother died and everything. And Todd is just like Todd was like, I don't give a shit. The way he looked was like he don't care. And Kandi done already confided in Kenya Moore that he ain't the best person. He's almost like Mark number 2, but he compromised a little bit more because Kandi holds the purse strings in the relationship. They got connection. Todd and Kandi, they can't help her get a good manager. Todd's daughter. I know, for real. You're right, Tia. Yes, IDC, for real, for real. I was like, what's going on? And so we got Kenya Moore. She got her products in Sally's, stores, and her product's going to be in 2,200 stores. So that Edge help is doing some work, baby. I think she was just posting on Instagram her coming from Sally's. Like, she's doing the damn thing. She's making her money. But a lot of people got some gripe with Kenya Moore. They're saying that she got time to run around these streets and play with, Marlo Hampton. She needs to be playing with Mark. People are mean and they say whatever they're going to say in the comments. I bet he got nothing going on there for that girl. Nope, he don't. I know he don't. He ain't even worried about her. He said he want her to find her own way. And finding her own way could be finding her way somewhere that's really detrimental to her future. Like, so I'll get it together. And so we get Cynthia Bailey. She's with Noelle. Noelle dropped out of school. She's back at home. Now she's in LA living with Cynthia Bailey's fiance, laying up in their house doing God knows what. I don't know if she working, if she whatever she's doing. And only reason why this is funny is Cynthia Bailey double dipped in the guacamole. Her daughter was like, you better throw that spoon away. We ain't eat behind you. Cynthia done double dipped. She was like, that is so nasty. So I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, disgusting. Throw that spoon away. I thought it was so funny. Tia, I agree with you. Said he definitely is not going to do Kandi, and because you are supposed to treat your kids the same, it doesn't matter if they are different parents. Yep, and that's what Kandi said she was worried about. Like, she got the daughter coming through. How is Todd going to treat the daughter because he's so good with Ace? Sharon Young, I heard Mark opened up more restaurants when Kenya too. I wonder if he did. Took the year out of Real House. Oh, for real. So he was opening up restaurants while she took the year off. For real? Well, you know what? Make that money. Well, we're going to find out because there going to be some things with a prenup. There going to be things that's going on. Hey, PE, what's going on? How you doing from New Zealand in the building? We got NeNe Leakes. She meets up with Kandi and she wants to know the gossip. And Kandi's laughing too. And NeNe Leakes is being shady too as well. She was like, what's going on with Dennis? He like animal porn? He like animals? She better get a rabies shot. I was like, no, she did not say she better get a rabies shot. She was like, so he like to watch it on film? What's going on with that situation? And they both laugh at Porsha's expense. But I was like, yo, why Kandi said, well, the animal stuff is according to the blogs, and we know that's according to Tasha K. I was like, yo, Tia, Mark don't want to be on the show. Not no way, no how. PE, NeNe slowly losing her peach. It's maybe I think it has to do a lot with NeNe why a lot of things are different. Because I did a video recently of her talking about leaving the show and talking about how a lot of the things behind the scene are so shady and so low down and dirty. And she said it has nothing to do with Kenya Moore. So there might be a whole lot of stabbing going on behind her back. And, it is what it is. She didn't want to film with the ladies and want to ride with them. And, she says she's unfollowing them. And, she was going through a deep time because of Greg. He had that cancer and everything was hitting her. And, she went in, she beat up security. She beat up the cameraman, production and all that other stuff. But it seems like she's not really filming with the ladies because they was that, they're not going to film like privately. Like we got, Kandi. Kandi's the first person she reached out since the reunion. And her and Kandi did the dungeon tour, did some dungeon stuff going on. But other than that, she's still cool with Marlo and their friends or whatever, but she hasn't really talked to the other ladies. So I guess she's slowly getting her way into the groove. But Kandi has totally opened the door because Kandi ain't worried one way or another whether NeNe Leakes is there or not. She's already been down that road with her. And like NeNe Leakes said, her and Kandi got this type of, they understand each other. They know what's going on. I don't like to see nobody lose money. That's right. Marlo needs to to thank Kenya for giving her a storyline. You wrong for that. And kind of right at the same damn time. That's why I'm laughing. So we have this situation. So they're talking about, they're talking about what's her name, Porsha, and that situation and her relationship, and basically, NeNe lets Kenya Moore, I mean not Kenya Moore, lets Kandi know that she is seeing a life coach, and also that she got a recording of Cynthia Bailey talking crap about her. I was like, I'm just saying, like, me and my best friend, when we stopped speaking to each other for a while, for a long time, I didn't say anything negative about her. But if I were to, we ain't friends, so I can talk about you if I want to. So I'm feeling like if Cynthia's not friends with NeNe Leakes at the time that this if she's not friends with NeNe at this time that the recording took place, I don't think she's in the wrong for it. It's the person that recorded is in the wrong for it. Now, if Cynthia was NeNe Leakes at the time that this recording took place, then that's shady. But if they wasn't friends, no holds bar, because NeNe Leakes said, I'm done with you, Cynthia. We ain't friends no more. So I don't know why it's a big deal. Like, and would you be surprised if Cynthia's talking shit about NeNe? They ain't friends. But it seems like Cynthia wants to be, not Cynthia, but it seems like Cynthia wants to be friends with NeNe, because when it was at Marlo's event, she was like, oh, I'm so excited to see NeNe, and Porsha was like, which Cynthia excited? So I don't know if they're showing that Cynthia's being fake, or they're showing that Cynthia really wants to be friends with NeNe. Tia, Shamari divorce, smart. Don't let this reality show mess up your marriage. Amen to that. PE, promoting Kenya Moore products. Law. I know. PE, Cynthia's boring. Law. Yeah, I've been seeing that. A lot of people have been saying that, but Cynthia's trying. That's why she's backing up. That's why she's doing that double dutch, talking about, you want this, NeNe, you can have it. I don't care if she got it recorded. If Cynthia Bailey's talking crap about NeNe Leakes, it's better not to be stuff that we heard about in the media. Lyrics always take about people like she's better. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see, Leakes. We'll see. But if they ain't friends, I don't see what's the big problem. And, NeNe was about to say, like, all the ladies are, like, having babies. We have Eva. We have Porsha. She didn't say Kenya. And then Kandi was like, well, I'm having my baby, too. It's coming soon. So it is what it is. Sweet Brown Sugar 504. Hey, what's up, Sweet Brown Sugar? How you doing? What's going on? So Kandi's just sitting there like, I got a baby coming along too. Maybe it's the motherhood that's different. And Porsha trying to put on these shoes and take a picture for IG and take her picture. She couldn't stand in them heels. I was like, Lord, that was so funny. And she even fell. You know how it is when you want to look pretty and you want to look good. And so this is where Kandi is letting Cynthia Bailey know that, Kandi has that NeNe Leakes has a recording of you, girl, that you was talking smack, and Cynthia was like, I don't care if she does or not. You know what I'm saying? And then Cynthia was just like, she can shove that recording up her aorta. I was like, okay. And Cynthia was just like, I don't really care, because Cynthia was like, she just recently did an interview talking about me or whatever, but we know NeNe come back to that situation. Well, you did several interviews and I only did one or two, but you've been talking about Cynthia's rebuttal is, oh, I only respond back. But it seemed like you was on an interview tour. If I looked you up or followed you, Cynthia, I would have known that you was on an interview tour. But I didn't have no cares in the world, because I didn't know she did all them interviews. I've never seen one interview. So I was doing a video. I was like, Cynthia ain't never said nothing, because I don't be looking up Cynthia. I don't know what Cynthia be doing. Like, it's shocking and surprising to me that she was doing these interviews. I don't know. I don't be following her. So anyways, it is what it is. And Cynthia wants to build a closet. And, and they were talking about, her being vain. Did you see Eva Marcel on Watch What Happens Live? Probably not. I seen her do so many interviews. Like she's on This Nation, and basically she's standing in her own shit and she's saying what she needs to say. And basically she's making up for the nappy comment. Basically saying my daughter's hair nappy, my hair's nappy, my mom's hair nappy, and we the presidents of the naps. So that's what she's at doing. And she was like, they just hating on me because I'm light skinned. No, she said they just hating on anything that I say. So it's just like Eva is just repeating shit over and over. But I'm gonna check her out and watch what's happening live. It's probably the one that came on tonight, so I'm gonna check that out, Tia. But basically she's been saying the same shit. She's standing in it, so let's see if she continues to stand in it. But she's standing in it. Cynthia, keep that same energy. NeNe Leakes' face. Don't be hugging and saying you happy to see somebody. Yes, she was. Hey, Pamela Corpinzo, how you doing, baby? They made fun of Porsha when she was seeing a life coach, so her situation don't change. NeNe will see. Authentic, what is missing? Authenticity is missing. It's not authentic. What make it not authentic now? Because before it just felt real. It doesn't seem like it's the same. I don't know. And that is an issue. It don't seem like the same. Hey, Miss Woodson. Hey, what's up? 1026. Hey, girl. How you doing? Thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps. Like, yeah, it's something missing. Something is just not real. Something that seems like it's almost desperation. Seems like there's a lot of desperation, like to trying to show up one another instead of just living a life. Hey, AO's in the building. What's going on? How you doing, AO? I haven't seen you in a long time, but I see you in the comments though. I haven't seen you live. Thank you so much for coming through. You too, Miss Woods and Pamela Carpenter, Tia. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Ayo, NeNe thinks telling the actual truth is talking about someone badly. After almost 10 years, it's about time to say how she feels. What the problem is like Cynthia, like if you start off a relationship where you're gonna let the person dump on you and mistreat you, and if you say mistreat, hey, what's up? What's going on, T Millions? I'm glad to see you. I didn't even see you. You know, the screen is kind of far from me. It looks like I'm close to the screen, but it's corner 4. T Millions is in the building. I just think, you know, when you start off a relationship, you have to, you know, say what you want. Like, you can't let nobody, if somebody's been dogging you and you've been that lap dog, I'm saying this is what Cynthia is saying, then, you know, as long as I'm not I've been kissing her ass, then why are you gonna stop? Like, why did you start doing that shit in the first place? And then, like, people, when you stop, people gonna, you know, it's gonna be some tug of war or whatever, if that's the case, because we got NeNe talking about she's a hood. So, ayo, glad to reconnect with you. I'm glad to see you. I really do appreciate it. What did Tassa say? Something is missing, but Cynthia says she ain't worried about it. I'm just okay. If Cynthia, Eva, if everybody keep their same energy, it's all good. It was, you know, the event with Kenya, you know, messing up Marlo's event, the old Marlo would have handled that differently. So it's, you can see a little bit mature. Kayla should have gone with Riley in New York. I don't know why they didn't trust her to do that. I don't know why they didn't. They trusted somebody else to watch over Riley instead of Kayla. She's like 21. I guess they wanted someone older. Or maybe it's just that they don't get along. Dude, they need Jesus. The times living more worried about saving their souls than mess. Yeah. They're alright. They'll be just fine. They're paid actors. You're right. Glad. Of course, we love our craziness. I don't know about Todd. Yeah, we talked about Todd. I was like, damn, Todd, like, ugh. I did a video on Todd, and a lot of people were not too happy about it because it was Riley talking about Todd, and then just to see in this episode, and then hearing the things that Kandi have said about Todd on last episode when Kandi was sitting down with Kenya Moore and basically saying Todd and Mark are alike and saying some things, and then, you know, her talking about him not being around when the daughter came is like, what, he only likes sons? Like, what's going on? So yeah, bring New York to the show, or Kiki. I don't know. It's something with this cast. It's not even having somebody else. It's something with all their personalities right now. that it's not catching on. Or maybe we're not used to Cynthia being very independent and not being next to NeNe Leakes all the time too as well. And then Cynthia actually, talking shit about, her. And then Porsha, kind of having a friendship with Kenya Moore. And then Kenya Moore coming back is brand new too as well. So we'll see how it's going to go. But it does seem like something is missing. And Tasha said it's authentic. It's not authentic. Oh, God. I missed that video. Gotta watch it. Yeah, it's in my Real Housewives Scoop playlist. It's right on my page. This season's been boring to me. It kind of been. I'm gonna give this episode a C. Right, because everything played out in the media already. So Cynthia basically is talking to Eva on the phone, and she's talking about Marlo got in a wig line. I don't know if she should be a representative of a wig line. And so, Cynthia's throwing shade too as well. She's talking about that she was recorded, and she don't know if it could have, the person that, or as suspects to the situation as Marlo and, Yovanna. Last week, the rumors were that came out, and everybody was reporting that it was Yovanna. Yovanna denied it on this episode and said it wasn't her, but everyone's saying it is her. We'll see what happens with the situation, who it is, who recorded Cynthia. But like I said, if they wasn't friends at the time, Cynthia can talk any way she want. And if they were friends at the time, she still could talk any way she want because she's an adult. Just like she said, I don't care. Like, if she gonna stand in it and be like, this is how I feel, then hey, we with it. And Eva's talking about Marlo having bad wigs. She having ill-fitted wigs. Marlo, Eva has been talking about Marlo wigs and they're not fitting right and having a big old elastic around it. Yovanna did it. Yovanna recorded her. That's what everybody's saying. That's what I did. That's what I got to as well. But until the woman say I did it, then, or NeNe say she did it, then it's one thing, unless they already said it. I know that's right, Tia. Tia, I hope this franchise don't get boring because Love and Hip Hop haven't been that same either. Maybe it's been on too long. I don't know. That could be the same. I just think it's the behaviors and the friendship changing, and then now they're having babies, and a lot of them are trying to protect their career and their brands and doing other stuff. But I think there's the authenticity. Basically, they're not being themselves all the way, or maybe they are. We're basically just really seeing them. They're actually not ganging up, but they're actually, it's like, I'm not feeling NeNe. And basically, it seems like they have a crew. And NeNe was saying last season that she feel like they're banding up against her. And, they really, not really feeling NeNe like that. And they can sit and have, and film together and have, things together. Even Marlo's invited. But NeNe Leakes and Sharon, they all have a new vibe. All their lives have changed. Babies, marriage, and breakups. Yep, that's true as well. So we have true indeed, sister. True indeed. Yovanna already said she recorded Cynthia popping stuff about NeNe Leakes. Oh, she blew up her own spot, baby. And then she gonna lie on TV. So now we gonna call you a liar and not believe anything you say. We already had NeNe call you a drunk, but she recorded Cynthia. Were they friends or not? If they wasn't friends, I don't care. It don't matter. PE, they need young cast members ejected into the show. We'll see. We'll see if it gets better. So we have Eva. Eva's on the phone. Eva's doing her part. Eva has been doing her part on this show. Kenya Moore everyone has been doing their part, and I think that's good too as well. It seems like everybody's trying to carry their self on the show, but I guess the lack of seeing someone who is supposed to be the biggest star of the show, which is NeNe Leakes, not really seeing her filming with the ladies that are not around. So we're gonna see if that's going to change, because I know Kandi spoke on NeNe actually going to the ladies and apologizing, trying to make good time with the ladies or whatever. So we'll see what happens, but it just seems very different. And basically, Porsha is not here for NeNe Leakes at all. She's not feeling her. NeNe was shady. She was talking about her, calling her names. I remember when this happened, when NeNe and Porsha Williams went in on Twitter. They was talking about lawsuits. They was talking about suing, defamation of character. NeNe was calling her all types of names, and then Porsha dropped her tweets or whatever. But it was going back and forth. It was a whole big array of a situation where they was going toe to toe, boy. And that's also in my Real Housewives of Atlanta, my Real Housewives scoop. And that was crazy. I was like, ooh, look at them throwing out the dishes, baby. I mean, they was throwing out the dishes. Just some of the things that they said. I got all that information as soon as it came out. I was like, ooh, It's dirty. And so this is, Marlo's event, and they were talking about, this is when Kandi was like, I would think Marlo's supposed to be his fashionista, this fashion person, and this events look really bare. I was like, they was getting at her, but we see Marlo chilling with her nieces and her nephew or whatever, and they come to the event. It seems like Marlo is having a new change because Marlo's always reading, and we don't get that. I remember when they all had dinner together at NeNe Leakes' house, Giovanna said, I got proof. Oh, so Giovanna's the one that did it. Yes, it's time for a change, but for this type of show, people love the drama. That's true. Tessa, I love Kandi, but she should make sure her stepdaughter looks better. I know. I said it earlier. I was like, the house is manicured. Everybody else is manicured except for Kayla. And so we get to this situation, and Cynthia's feeling a certain type of way with her wig on. I was like, oh, look at Cynthia. She got her Tina Turner wig on. I was like, okay. And Giovanna's there, and Kandi asked her, did you record Cynthia? Because that's the room. That's what NeNe Leakes said. And the first thing Giovanna said was like, who told you that? When someone says that, that automatically makes you think that they like, because first of all, your first response will be no. It wouldn't be like, who told you that? So if who told you that, if the right person told you, then it's true. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with this situation? Karma is the snake. A lot of people have been saying Eva's a snake. No, so I guess Giovanna is the snake. Marlo wigs look a hot mess. I didn't even look at her wigs. I remember when I did a video about, I did a video a month ago or 2 months ago about, Kenya Moore coming to Marlo's event and messing up, and I seen the wigs there. The wigs were very thin, but she's trying to get the money right. So Giovanna denied all claims and gestures. Marlo wigs, proud of Kandi stand natural. I think Kandi wears wigs. And so see right here, like you have Marlo, you have Cynthia, you have Porsha, well, Marlo somewhere, and then you have Tanya, then you have Shamia, you have Kandi, and I forgot who the other person is. And they're all like togetherness is like, it's like, NeNe's on the outside, you know what I mean? It's like they're okay filming like the way that they are, but I think that they need a villain. I don't know who they're gonna, there got to be more than one villain than NeNe and Marlo. Like, we got to see something more, or some more information have to be out there. Like, so I guess it's going to come on later with the situation. But right now that they're all bonded, they're all cool, they're all having a good time, minus, NeNe. But something's definitely missing. And then when NeNe came through the door, you can feel the energy of, okay, this is a TV show. Let's get to the shits. And it didn't happen. Bushes full of wigs at Marlo's party. I know. Tia Woodson 1026. What did NeNe say to him in the car? She cussed her out and she said, I think you had a little bit too much to drink. Like, get out of here. She was about to run her down in that car. It's like, so that shit was so funny. So it's like NeNe, and I think NeNe was like, get the fuck out of my way. And so we have, Marlo, she's coming through and she's, unveiling her wigs or whatever. They're there and everybody's supportive and you have everybody there. And, maybe NeNe could have felt a certain type of way because all of these ladies wouldn't show up to her event, but Eva didn't show up. Eva wasn't there because Eva said she ain't coming. Eva is not dealing with R.I.P. friendship peace. I was just like, what is going on with that situation? But you know what? When you said R.I.P., I wanted to say R.I.P. to Juice WRLD. R.I.P. to you, Juice WRLD. I can't believe that young man is gone at 21. OMG. So she unveiling the wigs. And NeNe walks in. Let me tell you, NeNe's outfit that she walked in that dress was drop dead gorgeous. I mean, she looked good. That dress was on fire, baby. I was like, And then we have, Porsha's not trying to be fake. She was like, I ain't trying to talk to NeNe. I don't want to fake kiss her, fake hug her. That's what she said she was going to do, and that's what she didn't do at all. She gave her the boom yaka, I'm going, baby. And, Cynthia was like, I can be cordial with her. I can play this fake game with her. We can play this fake game all day, every day. I was like, oh, no. And it seems like, okay, Cynthia was blonde, Porsha was blonde, NeNe Leakes was blonde, and Marlo was blonde. I guess it was the blonde wig party. Todd, like, I can't get stuff, but but Kayla can't, yeah. And Ace gets everything he wants. Ace is spoiled. See, this dress that NeNe had on, I thought it was absolutely elegant. I thought it was beautiful. And here comes Kenya Moore. She comes through your edges, and basically she's talking about Marlo edges too as well, because you know Marlo said the last episode that her edges are thinning, and she was like, "Can I get some edge cream or whatever?" So we're gonna see. So Kenya Moore, she comes through totally messed up or whatever, but it could be something that, you know, she was invited. You know, Marlo invited her. She came through with her projects and gave some free stuff. So whoever came to the event, they got a double dose. They got some wigs and some edge cream too as well. It was just, you know, Kenya Moore wasn't going to be polite to Marlo, but she was going to come there, ruin her event, and try to make and promote herself. But, you know, if she would have participated in the activity, but she just came and said, "I got to get back home to Brooklyn." Since when do you leave Brooklyn with anybody? You so scared to leave Brooklyn. You so scared to have your cousins hold it. You're so scared to have people even put Brooklyn inside the car seat or inside the, you know, stoop chair or the feeding chair. And all of a sudden you left her home to come here to do this mess, and you think it's funny? And then this is kind of kiddish, right? But it's also entertaining. And so is this the type of behavior that Mark Daly doesn't like? Because Mark Daly was bringing up that his daughter Brooklyn was in a swimming class or whatever. And then, you know, Kenya was like, "Oh, she's better than everybody. She's advancing so well. She's better than everybody in the class. Like, she's gonna win." You know, I don't think he likes that competition stuff that Kenya does. So that could be a situation. Or we could say Marlo deserves this, but then once Marlo goes back and does something to Kenya Moore, then it should be always even playing field. So every time someone does something to somebody, we can all say they deserve it. Nobody should be pointing the finger. Okay, since she was wrong to Kenya, she hasn't seen Kenya in a year. So she was wrong to Kenya. Now Kenya, you know, Moore came back at her. So now if Marlo comes back, then it's all war and fair game. It is gonna be what it is, because they gonna come back. We hold on to the things that happened and what they did in the past, but but they be doing some ill shit to each other. She came there through, you know, if this was the old Marlo, her and Kenya Moore would have been tussling on that floor, but Marlo wants to keep her job. I agree with you. If Marlo retaliates against Kenya Moore, we can't say Kenya Moore doesn't deserve it. Yeah, let it be tit for tat. NeNe told Ivana, "If you tap my window again, I'm going to run you over." Yup, you're right, Pamela. Because she was tapping on her window. And you know, people that like their cars, they don't like that shit. They don't like for you to put your fingerprints or anything on their windows. I learned that the hard way. You're so right, Pamela. She said, "If you tap on my window again, I'm going to run you over." And that's the real shit we want to see. That's authentic. That was authentic. Yeah, and that's what we want to see, because that shit was funny, because we know she meant it. She said it under her breath. She know the camera was there, but she didn't want to stand in front of the cameras, but she was just like, "F it, I just gotta do it." She said, Yvonne was like, "What you come in? You know, why you leaving Marlo like this?" She was like, "Marlo's a grown woman. She can handle herself." And she was like, "You've been drinking too much." Other than call her a damn drunk. I was like, yo. NeNe wasn't playing Miss Woods 1026, and that's the authentic shit. She wasn't playing. She was mad. And you know, Yvonne really thought she was doing something. Like, you know damn well NeNe ain't coming back in unless somebody wronged her, and when she's coming back in, she's supposed to get an apology. Other than that, you know damn well NeNe ain't coming back in. Promote your stuff on TV. That's what she did. She's at Sally's, and I haven't been to Sally's in so long, but she said she's in 22 stores, and that is a really good accomplishment. That's good from, I mean, she's just doing good. She's saying same thing like Kandi. Kandi promotes her stuff on the show, and this is why a lot of the reality TV stars like to stay on TV regardless of what's going on, because they can brand and they can promote, and people would check it out, you know. What's up Tevin 901? Where you been? I've been seeing you on the community wall, but it's good to see you in the live. What's going on? Miss Lakers, they bragged how these rappers encouraged them to do drugs, and the young people say they get it from the rappers, and the rappers say they don't even do it themselves. That's why I'm not sure. Me and Husby example. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like Future's one of the example. Future's a rapper that talks about drugs, drinking lean, and all this other stuff, but he don't do any drugs. He don't do no drugs. And we have Juice WRLD. He was taking drugs and stuff like that. He was messing with a whole lot of stuff. He was messing with the allegedly the Illuminati. He was sacrificing himself. He was gonna sell himself to sell his soul and all this other stuff. And he was most likely strung out on drugs. Allegedly, he had a seizure in the house. He had a seizure in the airport, and basically, it's allegedly from drug abuse. It's a sad thing. He was 21. Let me tell you, if that was my son, he would be tied up with a chain around his neck and around his ankles and around his hands, and he will be going where I tell him to go. He will be kidnapped. There is no record there. There's no this and that. You will be snatched and you will be healed once I'm done with you. You ain't gonna be out here running around doing all this crazy stuff. I am the boss of you. Oh Lord, if people start snatching their kids up, I don't care if you get money, I don't care if you want to get violent, you want to yell, I got something for you. I got something that'll calm your nerves, baby. It's a sad thing. Maya was saying some true stuff about Kenya Moore and how do she know her marriage is messed up. Someone snitching. Someone snitching on them. And so Kenya Moore is basically like, I love this necklace she got on. She came through and she was like, I did what I did. I made the party better. They need some edges because you need to take care of your hair under your head too as well. So therefore, you're wearing all these wigs. Kenya Moore did. She was talking crazy. She did what she had to do. I saved the day, baby. I saved you. NeNe Leakes is laughing. She's laughing at the situation. And, they're going back and forth. And then this is when, Marlo was like, yo, listen, I need some help with my edges. And then and she said, oh, yes, you do. There's a lot of edges that need help. 7901 working around the clock. Glad I finally caught you live again. I'm glad you caught me live again too. For real. And so we have them going back and forth. They're tussling. And then you have Marlo talking about, like, let's wipe my eyebrows off. You can wipe yours off and see who got more eyebrows. So basically, Marlo's coming for Kenya Moore's eyebrows. And she's saying that she got gray hair. She said, go dye your edges. You got gray edges and all this other stuff. Doing the complete most. Going back and forth at each other. It'd be nice if Kenya would have came to the event and participated and was like, I reign queen around this, because it seemed like Marlo was gonna go with the situation, but it didn't go that way. And it was funny when Marlo took the drink out of Kenya Moore's hand and was like, you ain't drinking shit. It was like she wasn't gonna let her have a drink. And Kenya Moore at that time, she looked like she was thirsty, and she took the drink out and she called security. I was like, Woodson 10 26. I didn't realize NeNe was laughing. Yeah, she was laughing. She was laughing at the shit. And then NeNe was like, see, this is Kenya Moore's the devil. She's evil. The way that she's talking about Kenya Moore, and then the interview that she recently did that I uploaded on my channel, on my playlist, Real Housewives Scoop. She said it's not about Kenya Moore, but calling her the devil here and then saying it's not about Kenya Moore. It might be a whole lot with Kenya Moore and what else is going on, because NeNe Leakes thinks that they are plotting against her to get her off the show. So, but NeNe picked up Kenya Moore hair products. She did. She took it. We know NeNe Leakes need them edge cream. Shit, I would pick it up too. It's free. You think I wouldn't pick it up? It's free. I would pick it up too. She don't hate her that much. And so, Marlo's talking about Kenya Moore's eyebrows, and then Kenya Moore, let's talk about that underboob. So, Kenya Moore's throwing shots. And, Marlo's throwing shots too. Miss Laker. But Cynthia, when did she get so bossy and standing up for herself? She just started. I mean, like, she got to revent herself. Like, I guess she got to make it happen. Peter was a good side support with her character, and then she had Noelle there. Then she was friends with NeNe, so now she's holding her own. And if any of the girls that she's rolling with are, about it, like Eva, and they talking mess, she's gonna get down and talk. Before she'd be quiet. Now she's down with it. And I don't know if it goes back to what NeNe Leakes said in her interview, that production is told that gave Cynthia this new courage, this newfound this, and she's doing everything production is telling her to do. Of course, you want to keep her job and keep that Bailey's Lake and keep that shit going, even though she has a dating show coming out with her husband, her fiance. So Michael Hill. So we'll see what happens with that situation. But yes, Cynthia, at least Cynthia, whenever the show goes off, she's not gonna go off as being scared and keeping her mouth closed. As long as she stay in, I would definitely pick up a free gift. You right, Tia? I would have picked up two, girl, because you know they're probably like $8.99 at Sally's. That's really nothing that really expensive at Sally's. At least the Sally's that I go to. And so Kenya Moore, Kenya Moore's over here, but at least Kandi said, like, yo, I didn't know you was gonna come, and I didn't know you was gonna do all this. I didn't know you was gonna, don't you think you probably shouldn't have did it? So at least Kandi is saying, like, your behavior is not okay. But Kenya Moore is about to reach for a drink, and that's when Marlo took the drink out of her hand. But Marlo first invited her to come back and be a part of to play the game or whatever. And she was like, no, I'm going home, So then that's when, Marlo was like, okay, get out. I got security. Sharon, I went to Sally's 3 stores and all of them were out of the Edge product. Wow. It's probably selling off the shelves. Either selling off the shelf or they didn't stock up enough. But most likely it probably is selling off the shelf. Anything that you have to repair edges, because if there's a lot of natural hair gurus on YouTube and people that do natural hair or do the edges, and there's stylists that try to help you fix your edges naturally and stuff like that. And I know probably I didn't read the ingredients in Kenya Moore's products, but it's a real big thing losing your edges, especially if your edges thin, if you wear braids, if you wear wigs, or just your edges just thin because of tension, because of stress, or maybe you perm your hair, maybe twisties, maybe rollers, so it's $14.99. Oh, that's, ooh, I would have grabbed 3. $14.99. I would have grabbed 3, baby. We would have grabbed 3. $14.99. Wow, the Sally's, I haven't been to Sally's in a long time, so I need to check out Sally's and see what this edge cream is about, because I know a lot of people buying stuff I just know people in my personal life that are buying stuff for their edges too as well. So I'm gonna see if they will buy it and then use it. I could buy it and then use it and see if it works or not or whatever. But $14.99, I would have took 2. There is so many products, but a lot of them don't work. So that's why people going outside and seeking people with YouTube and also YouTube videos, and also hairstylists, hair salon gurus, whatever. They have videos on YouTube about your edges. So if her stuff really works, it's probably why it was sold out like that at the store. I know. That's why I would just use the natural stuff. Like, I would go watch the people with the natural stuff. Like, it's stuff that I will buy at the grocery store or at Whole Foods anyway. Mash that shit together, put it together, and put it around. But if it's something easier, because I haven't really used anything lately, because, like, it takes a lot of work to do everything when you make your own products naturally. And, you're in the kitchen going boom, boom, beating stuff up, mixing it up, or whatever. So, anyway, she got the drink snatched out her hand. And Marlo's like, security, 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 get this girl out my place. And Kenya Moore was like, oh, you're not original. You're trying to be like me. I didn't kick the best out of my events. Oh, girl, bye. I was like, Kenya Moore, she knew what she came to do. And this is the scene, where NeNe Leakes is like you said, Pamela. You tap on my on my window again, I'm gonna run you over. And it seemed like NeNe wasn't gonna stop. I know NeNe was like, damn, I gotta stop for this girl. She did not want to stop, and you can see it because she kept going, and she was like, let me just stop and see what this girl gotta say. And she was like, go come back inside, you can't leave. This is this is Marlo's event, she needs your support. And she was like, she's all right, she's a grown woman. She was like, Tanya, she was like, Yvonne, did you have too much to drink? You have too much to drink? I was like, yo, I am a natural hair product. Oh, for real? That's good. That's good. You gotta show us some of your secrets. Tell us some of your secrets the things that you do, because that'll be interesting. And then we have NeNe Leakes was like, I would have left, because if that was me, I would have tore up that band, and I would have tore up Kenya, just me, them two. So I had to leave because I was pissed. And when NeNe Leakes said that, and she did her face nasty like that, and we already know she's about that life. If she broke a cameraman tooth, or if you ask Kandi, she knocked his tooth out, and then she did this to the place, and she, body slammed and scratched the other guy, or whatever. she can do, she got some muscles. And so, Porsha's not here for it. Porsha was like, oh yeah, she left because it wasn't about her. She wanted the attention. That's how she is. That's why she left. She didn't want to be there for the drama. And plus, she's not really cool with everybody that's there. She's cool with like 2 people there, 3 people really. And so, Porsha was like, oh, she left. Oh, she's so wrong. And then Kenya Moore's getting ready to leave, and then this is when Marlo was like, oh, so you leaving, that's why Mark ain't paying child support. And you don't got your man. And then she was like, also, your baby ain't even a year old and he's gone. I was like, ooh, Marlo was being nasty to the motherfucker. And then Porsha, she got her head down, she was smiling, and Tanya was smiling too. They was just looking. Marlo was talking hella shit to you. I don't know if I would buy Kenya Moore's product because it's so many products that are here, and you don't know what products work or what products will mess your hair up. Yeah, Marlo spilling the tea, and she was like, your man gone, and the baby ain't even a year yet. You trying to get that child support money. I was like, ooh, Marlo event was a hot mess. Yes, it was. Sherry Woods, hey, what's up, Cherise Woods? What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Yes, it was. She tried, though. She tried to have an event. She tried to get it together. She did what she did. But she had an excitement, and people are going to talk about her event. There's going to be different blogs talking about her whole event. So it worked out that the drama did happen. So, it's a 50-50 win for each other. Sometimes you don't even really think that they're even mad at each other. You just be thinking they just be pulling stunts and shit. For real. I was just like, OMG. So please don't forget to check out Liz's Jewels. Don't forget to check it out. My peeps, my peoples. I was just like, But Todd, get it together. Take care of your daughter before somebody else gets in her life and do something to her that you don't like. Because they think they can take advantage of her because she's connected to money. But she really don't got no money because daddy ain't trying to get her nothing. Right, me and my kids and grandkids got 20 minutes, 20 in or better. 20 inches or better. That's a shit. That's amazing, girl. You should be talking about that. People, everybody needs tips on your hair because sometimes something works for so long and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. It be change of your environment, change of the weather. Marlo looks like she wanted to fight. I was going to be like, can you run? It looked like she wanted to. And Shamir was looking like, oh, it's about to go down. It looked like Marlo already knows she ain't trying to lose that bag. Todd making me mad. I know Todd was like, he was doing way too much. It's like he don't even care about that young lady. First of all, he don't even care how she looks. Like you guys are all on camera. Maybe it's normal to you, but Todd, you always got waves in your hair. Your hair is always lined up. It's always dyed jet black. Your shit's always on point. Your lineup is on point. Most of the time that we see, Kandi hair is always done. She got stylists coming to the house. But every time we see Kayla, it just seems like, there's not enough maintenance going on with her, especially if she's living in this huge, super duper mansion. And you making this money, Todd, and Kandi's making this money. There should be no way that your daughter don't look like she belongs in the house with y'all. I'm not saying she don't belong because of who she is. I'm just saying by the way that they are dressed. They're well manicured, and she's not. And she's a beautiful young lady. She is gorgeous, but it doesn't seem like she don't even have time where, they spend anything on her. It just looks like she's neglected. If you're staying in a huge ass mansion, everybody around you is manicures. You got Riley driving a Porsche or whatever car she's driving. You got Porsches, you got Bentleys, you got all types of cars. And then here comes, Kayla looking like she don't even belong there. Kenya Moore is not a fighter. Nope. It was going to be bad for business, but I don't think that, Marlo was going to do that. If she's going to fight, it's going to be somewhere where she can be penalized because, this is her, right now she's on this show and she's trying to keep that bag, especially she's selling the wigs. I still can't get why he was trying to make excuses for leaving his child to go out partying. Todd, and he's going to tell Kandi, you go away for a couple of weeks. She said it's work. Yes, she said because he don't care. I sell a family and friend. I have been starting pictures and every month photos before I get to the patients. Oh, wow. You need to show them. I don't know what's your Instagram or whatever. You can leave it under the video or my email. I would like to see some of the pictures to see what it looks like, baby. See what you're working with. 20 inches, baby. You see how Kayla look. I always, every time I see Kayla on camera since the first time she was on camera, I felt bad for her. I was like, damn, they just, and I think Kandi wants to groom her, but Todd was probably said, no, she's supposed to do this. Let her mom do it. I don't know what Todd's problem is. Canterbury stayed getting that bag. She stayed with the bag. She stayed with the bag. She stayed with the money. But Todd, he better work on it. Kayla is that black sheep. They throw things in her face. What a shame. That's what it looks like. Like, everybody's eating except for her. Todd hanging out with Phaedra Park's ex-husband. I forget his name. Apollo. Yeah, I guess he's hanging out with Apollo. Apollo's trying to get himself back in on the show and get his girl back on the show, you know. I don't blame him. He's trying to do what he got to do. I just wish Phaedra Parks would come back. I know a lot of people don't want to come back, but something's missing. We need something. I felt bad for Kayla. Me too, Pamela. Nicholas. I felt bad for her. Like, it's like, damn, man. You just feel bad for, because it don't have to be that way, and it could be, Kandi could do a makeover quick. Kandi has all types of people she has available too, and Todd used to do production and filming and stuff, so he knows a lot of people where he can make sure, you know, his daughter, like, looks ain't everything. We know she living in a mansion, she lives in a better house than us, and all this other stuff, but it's like the grooming is not there. Miss Lakers, he's foul to do his daughter like that. Tia, Kayla could have stayed with Kandi's daughter in New York. You right. Damn sure could have. For real, for real. Well, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We in the building, baby. Oh, yes. Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to give it a C-. You guys tell me what you rate the show. I rated it a C-. And now I got to get to Married to Medicine. Ooh, I can't wait for Married to Medicine. Oh, Lord have mercy. Don't bring Apollo back to the show without Phaedra Parks. Amen to that. I co-sign. I agree with you 100%. If you're going to bring Apollo back, you got to bring Phaedra. Love you too, sweetheart. Love you too, Tia. Love all you guys. Thank you, my peeps, my peoples. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. And I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate you guys coming to the live chat and chatting with me and telling me how you feel. Always feel comfortable to say what you want and say what you need, baby. Because you know what, it's all good around here because we all can't think the same. So make sure you have a blessed and wonderful week. Count your blessings. Check on your neighbors. Check on your friends. Check on your people, especially anybody that's doing drugs out there. Talk to them. Try to get them clean as best way that you could, because what happened to Juice WRLD, RIP, is a sad situation. There's a whole lot of conspiracy going on with that too as well. But watch what you do and watch the people around you, because you never know. So be careful out here and watch yourself. It's around Christmas time, the holiday time. There's a lot of people that's going to be scoundering and looking for a quick fix or a quick victim. So be careful. And you can be in any environment and location. You don't know who is strung out and who's trying to take from you, but watch your back. Stay protected. Keep your cell phone. Always keep yourself protected. For real, for real. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Thank you guys. Pamela, Caller, Carpenter, Tia, Miss Woodson, 1026, Miss Lakers. Thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And everybody else, Pamela, Nichols, and everybody that came through, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. So you guys, Miss Woods, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it too as well. You guys have a great, wonderful night. Keep your head up and just be blessed that you saw another day, because there's somebody that didn't wake up today. So if you think everything's going on is wrong, it's bad, you have another day to change things and make things better, and also get your sanity back by meditating and relaxing and bringing in what you want to come in. Call out to the universe, call out to your God, call out to what you need, get what you need and get what you want, and put it out there in the universe. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples.